For my linear regression project, I decided to look at whether the number of passes a quarterback throws relates to the number of touchdowns he threw. I found my information on NFL.com and I looked at the attempted passes versus the touchdown passes for the top 25 quarterbacks on their website. When I plugged my information into the linear regression website, I got the scatter plot that is shown here, and the equation for the line of best fit was y is equal to 0.06x minus 8.29. My slope, which is 0.06, is a positive slope, so that means that as the number of passes goes up, so does the number of touchdowns. When I put 0.06 into a fraction, then I get 6 out of 100, which means that for every 100 passes that my quarterback throws, I should expect him to get 6 more touchdowns. Looking at the correlation coefficient that I got, my data has a moderately positive correlation. So there is some relation between throwing more passes and getting more touchdowns, but it is not super strong. Because it is only a moderate correlation, this data does have some use in the real world, but it might not be the best thing for coaches or quarterbacks to pay attention to. For a coach, it could indicate that they should talk to their quarterback about it's not the number of passes that they are throwing, but the quality of passes, and the same thing applies to quarterbacks. Instead of throwing more passes, they should be more selective and understand that it's not the quantity of passes that they're throwing for touchdowns, but the quality of passes. Some other factors that would be interesting to look at to see if it changes the correlation would be to look at comparing the number of touchdowns a quarterback throws to the number of running touchdowns that a team has, or comparing the number of touchdowns a quarterback throws compared to the number of times he got sacked. And that would be some other studies that I would like to do with my data to see if that changes the correlation.